You are now listening to Our League podcast, made in London, distributed all over the world.
Episode 81, Our League podcast. I'm on half of the duo Eds alongside my co-host, my brother, my brethren, Ethan. Um, Eth, this episode, I'm not gonna lie, I just really want to talk about transfers, bro. Obviously a bit of the Club World Cup, but mainly transfers, man. But before that, how you doing, man?
Yeah, doing good. Yeah, the weather's been really nice until this weekend, which has been quite irritating because I wanted to do a little bit whilst we were down in London. But yeah, on Friday we went to a concert at Ali Pali, a Leon Bridges concert. I don't know whether you know about Leon
That
Bridges.
name looks familiar. That name sounds familiar.
Yeah, he's like a soul singer. But yeah,
Yeah.
it was really good. It was a really good time, and yeah, we enjoyed it. But yeah, back in Brum now. And yeah, the weather's a bit gloomy, a bit rainy now, but yeah, it's fine. How are you?
I'm alright. I'm trying to search up this Leon Bridges. This name sounds so familiar. Do I know what he looks like? Did he have like a big song back in the day, or is he a new artist?
Yeah, he has a big song. I can't remember what it's called. It's on the McDonald's adverts. It's called like "Coming Home" or something like that. I can't
Is he
remember.
English?
He's American.
Oh, he's
American
American,
singer.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he's from Texas.
Oh, first. Nah, man. That name sounds so familiar, so I feel like I would know one of his songs. But yeah, no, I've been all right, man. Like you said, the weather was a bit gloomy yesterday in the morning. But towards the tail end, it was good. So yeah, no, decent, bro. I can't complain. Yeah, no, let's start with Club World Cup. I didn't really watch too much of it. I caught the odd game here and there. Obviously, your team. I mean, if Arsenal was competing, I may have watched it a bit more. But obviously, you lots won it. Very convincing final against a PSG team that was dominating teams all year. You lot spanked them the first half. Your thoughts on the game, man? And did you think he was gonna win?
I felt like we had a chance. I feel like we played really well leading up to the final.
Yeah.
I know we had that Flamengo game that we played really quite poor in. But yeah, no, we dealt with our circumstances well. I know a lot of people were saying how we had weaker opponents, but the Brazilian teams they're very good technically, good teams. So yeah, I was happy with our first half performance against PSG. We were at it, and they couldn't really deal with the pressure that we were giving them in that first 45 minutes. Cole Palmer again steps up on the big stage, and then João Pedro, what a signing already! He
Yep.
scored in his he scored in his first three games in a way. But yeah, very exciting times for Chelsea at this moment in time.
So you lot have got essentially technically three starting caliber strikers now. João Pedro, Liam Delap, and Nicholas Jackson. Um, just from looking at the three of them in terms of like obviously Nico Jackson been at Chelsea for a number of years now. Delap's just got there, João Pedro's just got there. Who's the out and out the main striker for you? Who do you think is the main striker for you going forward?
I think I would go with João Pedro currently. Delap would be the one that would come off the bench. And then I think Nico Jackson, there's been a lot of talks of him going elsewhere. I know Man United have cropped up into the picture, but I don't know where he'll end up. But I believe he's a Premier League striker. I think we've said that a number of times on this
Yeah.
pod that he maybe isn't Chelsea caliber a Chelsea caliber striker, but could play in the Prem at a good level.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so as well. João Pedro looks really good. The lap again, a bit younger. First couple seasons in the Prem. So yeah, it'd be nice just for him to sit behind João Pedro and stuff. Obviously, he was there at Watford, Brighton, and then now he's it's sometimes one of those ones where guys just need to take that next step and then naturally with maturing, understanding the game a bit more, I feel like he can become a lethal weapon and he could be someone that goes again, to be honest with you. I think he could go again to one of the Spanish teams. Right, Eve, let's talk about your signings, yeah? So far in the summer, if we're including the Brazilian winger that you lot bought last year, but it's gonna come into effect this year, it's this is going off transfer market website. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players that are meant to be coming to the squad next year. Jamie Gittin 64 million, João Pedro 63 million, Liam Delap 35 and a half. Is how the Brazilian, how do I say his name? Is it
I would say Esteval, but I don't know
Esteval?
how. Yeah.
Esteval 34 million, Dario 22.2, um Mamadou 14, and then Kendry 10 M's. Who are you most excited to see play in Chelsea next season?
Yeah, I think Esteval is the one that I'm really looking forward to.
Yeah.
I think we've sold Madueke off that sort of right hand side where he usually cuts in. So I think Esteval is sort of likely to start in that position. Hopefully,
Starter.
I mean, there's a chance the way he was playing in that Club World Cup. I don't know, like you said, you didn't watch much of the Club World Cup, but this guy started every game for Palmeiras, and he had an impact all the time. I think Chelsea wouldn't have paid that money if they didn't believe in this kid. So I think he potentially could start at the start of the season.
That's a
But we'll have to see. Gittins is a question mark. I don't know whether he can translate his football into the Premier League. I know I watched a lot of these games at Dortmund last season, and he's got potential, but I don't know. Like I said, if he can translate that in the Prem.
What was I gonna say? I am Esteban. He's the one that I'm excited to watch as well. Again, I watched a bit of the highlights of the Brazilian league. Watched the odd game here and there. I watched his highlights versus you lot. He did look good. In the Club World Cup, he did look good. I'm interested to see Delap as well. You know, what was it? 12 goals last year in the Prem first season. What 21, 22? So I'm interested to see him. Delap. I'm interested to see him. A lot of the Chelsea fans that I've spoken to are very interested to and very much looking forward, like yourself, to watch Estevar. Happy that Noni. We'll speak about Noni in a bit, but the fact that he's gonna be placed for Noni and stuff like that. So if we're just going off the Club World Cup, you lot starting 11 moving forward, what do you think it's gonna be?
It's difficult because that PSG game, the way we set up, even with Reece James in midfield, I feel like that could be our starting 11. So we have João Pedro starting, Neto off the left, I believe he was playing off the left. Who else did we have on the right? Well, Palmer was floating around, and then we had Enzo Fernandez, Caicedo, Reece James. We had Gusto. We had Trevor Chalobah in that right-sided centre back, and then Colwell in that the left-sided centre back, and then Cucurella. So I believe that probably is the starting 11, and with Sanchez in goal, which I know a lot of people are questioning, but he did have a very good game.
He had a great game, man. He had a save.
He had a very good game.
He had a great save, and it was just like, oh, that save is the equivalent of a goal. He actually played good in that PSG game, so we have to give him his flowers. Chalobah, we have to give him his flowers as well, because he was outcasted at the beginning of the season, went to Palace, injuries made him come back, and he's somewhat solidified his position as a starting centre-back for Chelsea. Fair play to him. Cucurella, again, didn't have the best of starts at his Chelsea career, but he's progressed and he's solidified his position. What's it called? Caicedo has been absolutely phenomenal, replicating the form that he had at Brighton. Cole Palmer's Cole Palmer, you know what he does already. Yeah, man, and Neto playing on the left, being a left-sided winger, and I think that's, again, we're going to touch on Noni as well in a bit. Nuni's going to probably play on the left for Arsenal. I'm seeing this trend now of teams only having one inverted winger, and then the other side is like a traditional winger making crosses. And like, what's your thoughts on that? And do you think it can be successful moving forward?
I quite like it. I feel like it. It goes back to sort of the old football back in the day where
just get some crosses
a winger has to go. Get crosses in, go direct at you guy. Instead of cutting in every time, either passing it back or going for a shot. So I prefer that style of play.
Especially Delap. He's a bit of a tall guy as well, so he can get some headers in there as well. Nico Jack's a bit tall as well, so he can get some crosses in as
Yeah,
well. I'm not too
yeah.
sure about João Pedro's height. Anything else, Chelsea, or do you want to go on to the next team now?
No, I'm just I'm delighted that we won the World Cup, Club Cup. It was definitely deserved. I feel like we dominated PSG and they just couldn't get at us.
Let's talk about Arsenal real quick. Our signings thus far, obviously Martin Zubimendi, that's been in the pipeline for about 6 months. Finally got it done. No, that was 70 million. Noni Madueke, 55.4 when it comes all the add-ons included. Christian Nordegaard, basically 12 M's. Kepa 5 M's. And then we're gonna get Mascara as well. That's gonna be about 15 to 17 M's, and then Gorkarez as well. That's probably going to be about 70 M's. I've already spoken about Gorkarez before, seen him play live. If you follow us on multiple platforms, you would have seen the footage of me at a Sporting's game. I've said what I've said, but you know what? He's going to be our striker, so I'm going to support him now. Would I have preferred Sesko? Yes, I would have. I feel like the league and his style of play translates better towards the Premier League, and he's younger as well, more athletic. Like Gorkarez is good as well. He's good in the air. He's good with feet. Like I think he will do good, but that's a lot of money for a guy in the Portuguese league. The only comp that I could compare it to is Darwin Núñez. Liverpool paid a lot of money for him. He was balling out in Portugal, and he's been subpar, if in my personal opinion. And he didn't score nowhere near the amount of goals as Victor Gorkarez did. Do you know what I mean? And they paid a lot of money for him. I want to talk about this Noni Madueke thing because I've said this before. Arsenal's the most hated club in England, yeah. And when stuff like the Noni stuff happens, I can understand why Arsenal is the most hated club in England because that was disgusting, right? This guy is 23 years old. Some of you are grown men. He could be your son's age. He could be your brother. He could be your cousin. He could be whatever, right? And this is just a guy who it's not like he forced his way that his team don't want him. Okay, cool. Like Arsenal want me. Like, and I feel like for the most part, Arteta's got a lot of his signings right. The odd ones here and there, he's got the wrong. Noni's a good player. Full England international. He's got experience in the Premier League. He's got experience in the Dutch league as well. Left foot, right foot. He's very direct. He attempted more dribbles moving forward than any Arsenal player did. Now, obviously, Saka was injured for a lot of the chunk of the season, right? And if we are gonna get Gorkarez, we need, like you said, we just spoke about it now. We need a left-sided winger on the left side who is going to be able to get crosses in as well as cutting on his right because he can do that. I think it's a very good signing. Do we have to pay a premium because he's English tax? Yes, we have to. But again, his age, his profile, like he's. I don't understand. I don't know. What's your thought? Obviously, you've had a mixed feelings about him, but do you think the hate that he's got is warranted or not warranted? But do you feel like people are right to question the signing? Or is it a case of like this guy's got a high ceiling, he could do well for Arsenal?
Yeah, I think it's worth questioning why you would need him, as he is preferred to be on the left and cut in, and his best play has been off the I should say right, right.
Yeah,
So it's worth questioning, but the hate that he's been receiving on social media is not warranted.
it's disgusting.
We've seen glimpses of his talent at Chelsea, even at the start of last season, where he scored that hat trick against Wolves. He has the potential to be something, and like you said, he's only 23, can really push on at Arsenal, where you guys have a sort of good mentality around the team and a young core as well. I believe he's friends with Saka as well because of their time at England, same as Declan Rice. So I believe it's a good, it's a very good signing for you guys, and you potentially may get the best out of Madueke. But as a Chelsea fan, we just didn't see that enough times, and can understand why a lot of Chelsea fans are rubbing their hands when we're receiving the money currently and getting more money back into the team. But we'll see what happens. I hope he does well, because I never want a player to go and go down in their value in terms of their career. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And everyone's saying that, oh, oh, Chelsea robbed us because they made X amount of million. But Chelsea have also done a lot of deals and they've lost money. That's just the game of football. Do you know what I mean? Like Arsenal have done it. We've bought players. Like for example, if we do sell Martinelli, we'll make 10x what we bought him for. We bought him for like 5 M's. We'll sell him for at least 50 M's. But on the downside of that as well, we bought in Fabio Vieira for like 30 M's. We're probably going to sell him for like 50. That's just football, man. Things happen. Not every player is going to pan out. Do you know what I mean? Martin Zubimendi, arguably the most coveted defensive midfielder of the past 12 months. Arsenal got him over the line. Very excited to see him play. Martin Zubimendi, Declan Rice, Martin Odegaard. That's probably going to be our diamond in the midfield. What's your thoughts on that from the outside looking in?
Yeah, no, I think it's it's a good centre mid now. You've got that pairing of Rice and Zubimendi. I don't know which one will play where. I haven't really watched much of Zubimendi other than that Euros final. I haven't watched much
Yeah,
of Spanish football as it's not on Sky anymore.
yeah,
But
yeah.
I know he's a very good player. But yeah, we'll see how Arsenal set up. Whether Declan Rice is that sort of box to box midfielder
Yeah.
like he was last season, we'll have to see. But yeah, very exciting times for Arsenal. If they can get Gyökeres over the line, that would be big because you need a striker.
Yeah.
But I've seen pictures of Kai Havertz in the gym recently, and he looks like he's filling out a little bit more. So we'll see whether he sets up as a striker next season.
The problem that we've had in recent years is lack of depth in our squad, right? We've bloody run Saka into the ground, Odegaard into the ground, midfielders injury prone, vice versa. Like, you know what I mean? So that's the one thing that I can say, you know what? Fair play for Arteta. Last season, he put pressure on the board, saying it's up to the board now. And they've back. So this is we say it every year, but this is really the year. It feels like it's all or nothing for Mikel Arteta, pun intended. Does that feel like it? Like this is his time. It's not this year, and you've cleared out all the excess rubbish. This is your team proper. You got your striker. Like, are they going to give him another year, another 2 years? What do you think would be valid if, let's say, they were to sack him at the end of the season? Would they be valid? Would the board be valid in doing so?
I don't know with Arsenal. This is it. They're so at times you guys are very loyal to the project and to what is meant to be happening. So people are saying you weren't even meant to be here with the project, and we're just seeing how it goes. I think it's now come to the time
No,
where
it's
you have
now.
to win something.
Yeah, it's now.
It's
Yeah,
now you need to win
you
something.
need to
They're
win.
this second in the league, this pushing for trophies. We're going further in the Champions League. You need to win something.
Yeah,
So
man.
I would say personally, if he doesn't win anything, he has to go. But we've seen it time and time again where Arsenal have stayed loyal. And I wouldn't be surprised if that is the case at the end of the season when you don't have any silverware.
Minimum FA Cup. Minimum FA Cup has to be the standard for me, in my personal
Yeah, but
opinion. Minimum.
but then I can see a lot of Arsenal fans being very disappointed in that as well. So I
I'm
don't
I,
know where.
I'm just being realistic in it. Like, we've improved,
Yeah.
but this is the season like where I'm talking competing with whoever it is. Even if we're not at the number one, we need to be competing final day. I'm talking Aguero. Like, I'm talking like that. Like, we need to be competing, right? FA Cup at least, and again, latter stages of the Champions League, because a lot of money's been invested now. This is his team, right? Let's talk about the Christian Norgard signing. Safe signing to me. I just think it's a safe signing. Seasoned vet. He's
Yeah.
not going to do too much. Do you know what I mean? Just bog standard. Kepa. A lot of people are giving Arsenal. I like this as a second signing, to be honest with you. Spanish goalkeepers, so that keeps up with that Spanish contingency, wherever. And he is a Premier League starting caliber goalkeeper. Now, he may not be top 4, top 5 team, but he played well at Bournemouth. He played well at Real Madrid. Do you know what I mean? Chelsea for the odd time, like, you know, his attitude problems, whatever. But obviously, people grow up and mature and stuff as well. So I'm excited for the season, man. And yeah, that's all I can say, brother. All right, cool. Let's
You are now listening to Our League podcast, made in London, distributed all over the world.
talk about, what do you think City are gonna do this year? What's obviously they're getting Rodri back. What do you think they're gonna do?
I think they have to be pushing. They've obviously done a lot of signings.
KDB is a
Churchy's
big
come in.
miss.
KDB is a big miss. This is a big season also for Foden, so I think we expect a lot of things from him. Nori coming in. I saw him link up with Doku, the Club World Cup, and they look good together.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think they should be pushing. They should be pushing for the league. I don't know what that tactically is going to be different with Pep. I don't know whether he's going to try and do something different, because it seems like a lot of teams have found them out now. So we'll have to see with City. They're kind of an unknown entity at this moment in time, because I believe
that's kind of
Chelsea
scary as well. That's kind of scary as well.
Yeah, that's it. I think they're a dark horse. But yeah, Chelsea are one of those that are leading the chase now as well,
100%, 100%.
Get to Liverpool's level. Arsenal are there. But yeah, I think City are probably in that fourth or third spot where they're like unknown territory.
And that's very scary in my opinion. City, Titanji, 55 million. Ryan out to Nori from Wolves, 37 million. Ryan Shirksey, 37 million from Lyon. Naipan from Rosenborg, 15 million. I don't know if he's going to be a player. I don't think he's going to get minutes like that, if I'm being honest with you. But yeah, that's their major acquisitions. I don't know if they'll do any more. They got all their signings done early. So Foden, is he going to be an out-and-out 10 this year, do you think? Or they're going to play Xerxes?
So. No, I would think he's probably going to be an out-and-out 10.
And then Xerxes is going to be on the right, do you reckon?
Churchy, he can play wherever, I think, across that sort of four spots, left, right, in the central position, and then as a number 10 also. So, that's a very exciting signing for a City. But it's trying to fit them all into this one team is going to be difficult.
Yeah. Reigning champions Liverpool currently trying to get a deal for Hugo Ekitike, 95 M's. Is he worth it?
I think in this current market, because of his age, and his sort of similarities to Isak, potentially could be worth 95 mil.
That's a lot of money. If you're an owner and they say, hey, we can get this guy, but you have to pay 95 million. Let's say it's your money. Are you paying it? You're like, can we not find someone else, bro? That's a tad cheaper.
It's hard to this current market. Who else is out there that fits his sort of profile? There isn't many out there. So, and you don't really want to take that risk and get someone younger in the market. So I think you would have to pay that 95 mil.
Crikey, bro, that's a lot of money.
But that's why I'm so happy with our signings, that we've gone for sort of Premier League proven strikers that are on the fringes, that have that potential. So does João Pedro, where we've seen him at Watford, we've seen him at Brighton.
Yeah,
he showed those glimpses of he could be something, and I was happy for 60 mil. We got that done.
Yeah.
Same as Delap. Delap is someone that had potential. Showed it at Ipswich, 30 mil.
That's a great buy.
So that's why I question Arsenal and other teams that didn't sort of look at these strikers, even though they were in the contention. If you want that, you could just get over the line. Pay maybe 30 or 40 million more.
Yeah.
You can get over. But yeah.
A lot of money for Hugo. Good player. Obviously, he was balling out in France, made the move to PSG, maybe a tad bit early. Again, also wasn't the main man. He's playing up behind Mbappe. It's going to be a bit difficult for any striker. Then he goes out to Frankfurt, did all right there. Then he did better there. Big price tag, in my opinion. I like him, though. I like his profile. I like everything about him. I just think it's maybe a tad too much, in my personal opinion. But hey, man, we'll see how it goes. I'm not looking at the data. Florian Wirtz, 125 million. Worth the money?
Yeah. We've seen it at Leverkusen when they won the league in convincing style.
Yep.
He has that something special. 120 mil in this day and age is a lot of money, so he will be questioned about that a lot in those sort of first 10 games if he doesn't prove it. So a lot of pressure on him, but I think he can handle the pressure.
Where does he play?
Oh, he could play anywhere as well. He's similar to Xerxes, but I would say in the number 10. But I don't see Liverpool really
over
Szoboszlai. Their system's a bit. Yeah, I think he plays over Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai, this is another season where he needs to step up as well. Szoboszlai, I think, even though they won the league, he didn't show the numbers or the sort of goals that we were expecting last season. He had a good first season, but last year he wasn't great.
He's got everything that a number 10 needs. He just needs to have the consistency in it. Like, he can do everything, man. I think he's really good. Left back Kirkes. Everyone said that he was gonna go there for the whole season. Everyone was saying, yeah, he's going Liverpool. He's going Liverpool. 47 million. Is that a good signing? 21 years old.
Very good signing. Had a really good season at Bournemouth. They needed to get rid of Robertson, and Robertson's they've been a really good servant at Liverpool. But yeah, Kirkes is a very good signing.
Yeah. Jeremy Frimpong, 40 mil. Right back, immediate replacement for Trent. Obviously, he offers something a bit different to Trent. He's not got the passing ability, but he's going to get up and down, up and down. He's a workhorse. Good signing for you?
Yeah, good signing. Also can play as a winger as well. He can play up in the attack. So yeah, very good signing.
All right, cool. Let's talk about Manchester United, because their signings have been. What's going on? Do you think they've got a Scooby of what we're meant to be doing as a football club?
I think, I don't think they have money, and this is the thing. That's what, and they can't attract players like they used to.
They just paid 120 million for 2 players that they don't necessarily need, though. Like,
yeah, well, that's it. But they've also set in a financial structure plan for these signings as well. So Mbeumo is like, it's a payment scheme. They're similar to what you guys did with Pepe. They just can't afford players at this current time. The Rashford,
By the way, that Pepe sign, that was a dark time in Arsenal history, man. That was dark. That was dark. We thank God. We thank God. Crikey. But yeah, go on, bro. That was dark.
Yeah, we're gonna see Rashford go to Barcelona for a loan and then permanent. But they can't make money. So they're in a really sticky position currently. I don't know how they're gonna get rid of these players that didn't really prove anything last season. So yeah, it's tough.
So I think they're gonna try play with 2 10s and then what? A forward, and then the wing backs, and then the midfield. I don't know, innit? I would have prioritized, if I was them, getting a box-to-box midfielder, someone who's got legs up and down, up and down. The manager Ruben Amorim has shown that he's not really keen on Kobbie Mainoo. I don't know why. Kobbie Mainoo's not even 21 years old yet. And he's a full England international. He's playing good his first couple of years at United. I would have him at Arsenal. I'm pretty sure you'd have him at Chelsea as well. I love Kobbie Mainoo, our fellow countryman. So Cunha, what was it? 62 can rise up to 70 something plus million.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on that signing? Because he's the in between striker number 10. It's a bit of a weird one. What's your thoughts on that one?
Yeah, good signing. 60 mil is probably what you're going to pay for a Prem striker that was playing a little bit lower in the league. But yeah, proved to be a very good player at Wolves. And yeah, United have done well there. I think, the Mbeumo signing, I can't see it. I can't see the 70 mil. I think that was a crazy signing.
That's a rip-off. But Mbeumo's a good player, but I just don't think he's worth the 60 and a half that they're going to pay for him. And I don't necessarily think they need him as well. Unless they're going to play him as an out-and-out striker, then okay, cool. But again, you've still got Rashford on your books, Garnacho on your books, Jadon Sancho on your book. Like, my focus would have been, let's try and shift out these guys first, and then But even if I'm United, besides the money spent, I'm just going into full rebuild mode. I'm not bringing in expensive players and expensive contracts. I'm doing what Arsenal did when the Nicolas Pep, and I'm just going to focus on my young G's. I'm going to say to Chidu Obi Martin, this year you're going to be our number 2 striker. Rasmus Højlund, show us what you got. This is your last chance to prove to us. Kobbie Mainoo, Casemiro, we're shipping you out. Ogate, you've got to have to stay. The young left back that they bought, whoever's going to play right, but that's what me personally, if you haven't got money to spend like that and you're haggling over in Bromo deal, surely you should have just been the best to like play the young guys, Lenny Euro, Aiden Heaven, so forth and so forth. I don't know what your thoughts is, bro, on that one, but that's what I would have personally done.
I think they're trying to get the fans happy. I think that fans are asking for a signing, so they've jumped on the Cunha, they've jumped on the Embremo, and they're trying to keep them sweet. But like you said, I would have gone that way in trying to play the youth, trying to get rid of those players that really aren't playing for you, such as Rashford, Sancho, all of those players. So yeah, they need a real scrap of that team. But yeah, I don't know. United are a mess. They've been a mess for a number of years now. So I don't know what's going to happen next season.
Been a mess for a number of years. What's your thoughts on the Rashford to? What do you think of Rashford to Barcelona? Good signing.
I think it's a good signing. I'm happy for Rashford as well, especially because I think he can go out to Spain, have that sort of new culture, and try and embrace it, and then try and hopefully push for England spot for the World Cup as well.
Yeah. World Cup next year is going to be a good one. All right, cool. Last one I want to talk about is Mohamed Kudas to West Ham. From West Ham to Spurs. I think they said that's the first deal between the two of those clubs for like 14 years or something like that. Your thoughts on that for them?
Yeah, good signing for Spurs. I like Kudas. I think we saw a glimpse in his first season at West Ham, and I think West Ham really took to him. I think last season was a real poor season for him.
Bad for
not just for him actually, but for West Ham. They brought in a lot of signings and didn't really gel. Potter came in, and Kudas played all right, but didn't play to the level that he usually is at. But yeah, Spurs, him playing under Thomas Frank will probably change his game a lot. I saw a pre-season game yesterday when he played against Reading, and he looked really good in those little glimpses of him. So yeah, I think he'll be good at Spurs.
And cool. Let's end on Newcastle. Anthony Elanga going there, big money. Does that just show that teams should also be patient as well? Because United had him. He's arguably better than every other winger that United's got at the moment, if I'm being completely honest with you, Eve. And he's exactly what could have fitted into this Amron system. Like, he gets up and down, man. He's got legs. Do you know what I mean? Good signing for them?
Yeah, I think a good signing. They've covered their wing positions now. They've got backup. So we've got Josh Murphy, could be a backup or could be a starter. You've got on the other side, you've got Anthony Gordon. You've got Harvey Barnes as well. So yeah, they've got backup in those forward positions. But yeah, I think they wanted to do more business and they've really struggled. So Newcastle, I don't know whether Eddie Howe's a bit frustrated with their sort of situation.
PSR and all that stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, just one signing isn't really gonna push their sort of chances for top four, I don't think.
And the news that Isak never played because apparently his head's been turned a bit because of the Liverpool stuff. Obviously, Liverpool have then gone to buy Hugo Ekitike. So someone just jump on that right now and just say, if the time's now to get him. Even if it's going to cost a lot of money, it's clear that the player wants to leave. Otherwise, he wouldn't have been left out of that game.
Yeah, no, I agree. But I think even 120 mil,
a lot of money.
20 mil, can they really turn that down? I think it's crazy from Newcastle in a way, because I think they could have got replacement straight away.
Yeah, I think 120 M's, a lot of money, but again, looking at the profile, Premier League proven, does get the odd knock here and there though, doesn't he? He does. That's the one slide that I would have on Isak, but you know, Prem proven, man. Why not? Anything else, Eve? I think we've covered all the main transfers so far, no?
Yeah, no, we have covered.
Oh, Eze to Arsenal. Do you think that'd be a good signing if Arsenal actually make it happen?
Who does he replace though?
Odegaard.
He would replace Odegaard then.
Yeah, Odegaard can.
Oh, okay.
I'm not.
Yeah.
No,
that's it. I believe that anyway. I think a lot of Arsenal fans would have believed that, but I think Odegaard has taken you to the level that you should be at. I think that's his ceiling. I don't think he can get any better. And I think Eze could get you to where you want to be, where you can get that title.
Yeah. And shout out to my guy Mascara, man. I've been raving about this guy for months, seen him play live, and I told you when I went to watch him that he's a baller as well. All right, cool. That's been episode 81, Our League Podcast. I'm on half of the duo Eds, my co-host, my brother, my brethren, Ethan. By the way, Eth Trim looking clean, my boy. Follow, like, subscribe on all channels, and that's it. We're out. Peace.
You are now listening to Our League Podcast, made in London, distributed all over the world.